Hey there, it's Alexandra from Time Off Request, where we like to talk about travel, minimalism, and everything in between. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the top 10 tips for hosting your own garage sale. I actually started recently hosting my own garage sales, but I've had a lot of experience actually selling online, where I've sold over 300 items in the past 2 years. Hosting your own yard sale is a perfect way for you to make sure you can rehome some of those items that you have and find a lot of buyers in one specific time frame. Let's jump right in. Tip number 1 is to advertise. Make sure you know what date and weekend you're going to be having your yard sale, as well as where you want to advertise. There's so many great ways that you can do so on social media, such as Facebook Marketplace or any of those local community groups that are on there. Also, there's other social media platforms such as Nextdoor that you can look at, or even posting on the garage sale location on Craigslist. Tip number 2, price everything. As you're getting into your yard sale, make sure you know exactly how much you want to be selling everything for. Know your price thresholds as well as what your high and lows are. If you do have a price that's firm, make sure it's clearly labeled. This will be specifically helpful when you have a lot of buyers at a specific time frame and they're asking you questions about items or wanting to check out. And so when you have all of your items marked, then you're able to make everything go smoothly. This goes into tip number 3, where you should be ready to haggle. We got a few comments during our yard sale where individuals were also looking for things potentially new. So just be mindful of that when you're pricing things. You might have that opportunity to discuss the price. So make sure you know what your lowest threshold would be to sell that item and what you're willing to let it go for. Tip number 4, make sure you've got your cash on hand. Even though there are so many ways that you can send money virtually and pay for things digitally, you want to make sure that you do have a lot of cash on hand. Those single dollar bills, any smaller amounts that you can actually use for any refunds. Even though we had digital options, everyone paid in cash, but we did have to give a lot of change back. There's a lot of $20 bills paying for items that were maybe $5 to $7 a piece. Tip number 5, have support. As your community comes to check out all that you're selling, make sure you have someone that can help you, whether that be a family member, a friend, maybe it's even a neighbor that's also selling a few things. Having at least 2 people at your yard sale helps make sure that you're able to go to the restroom when you need to, take some time for yourself, and especially when it's busy, you're able to flip-flop who's working with who, switch it around a little bit. So make sure to have that extra set of hands to be able to support you. That's perfect for customer service, so that when you have those multiple individuals at your yard sale, there's a few of you that can actually help answer any questions, make sure people are checking out in a timely manner. This leads into tip number 6, where you want to make sure you all are on the same page. So whoever is helping you, make sure you all have discussed whether or not you're okay with being a little flexible on your prices. We've noticed that when we have family helping out, sometimes we can disagree on items, and especially if you see a lot of interest on items, especially if they're sentimental ones and they're not selling, when that selling point comes, family members might be a little bit more hesitant to let things go. Just make sure you all are on the same page, communicate, talk about these situations throughout the day so that you can see it's okay to let go of a few of your items. Tip number 7, play music. So you're going to be out and about for a couple of hours throughout your yard sale. So you want to make sure that you're enjoying yourself, and you also want to give a good environment for individuals to want to buy some things. Just when you go to the grocery store or any other stores, they're probably playing music in the background. It will ease tensions, make it a little less awkward, and also make sure that you can have some fun. Tip number 8, have snacks, water, whatever you need around you. It might be quite a few hours until you're able to wrap up everything and call it a day. One thing we also had was hand sanitizer, since we were working a lot through various items. Some things are a little dusty, so cleaning up as you go. Anything from a trash can to an extension cord just to have just in case will be helpful for not only yourself, but I'm sure anyone else that comes over and something comes up. Tip number 9, make sure you look the part. Especially if you have someone helping you out, you want to make sure that you all are pretty cohesive and in maybe a uniform-like type that you're working the yard sale. Whether that be a fanny pack, a vest, hats, sunglasses, whatever it may be, make sure you're not holding any bags, because it might sometimes confuse individuals at your yard sale thinking that you might also be purchasing items. Last but not least, tip number 10, know your after your yard sale game plan. So before you know it, you'll have had a successful yard sale, and so you want to make sure you know exactly what you're going to do afterwards. Not only will you grab all of your things from your yard sale signs to all of those items, but you want to make sure you know whether you're keeping all those items or potentially donating them. If you do plan on donating some of these items to maybe a local thrift store, make sure you might consider having a day or so within the yard sale where items are half priced or even for free if you want to make sure that they find a good home. Bonus tip, track your progress throughout the day. Take a notepad and paper and make sure you're writing down what you've sold, how much you sold it for, and if you really want to know, I would even suggest writing down the time frames that you're selling items or individuals are coming to visit your yard sale. This will definitely help you plan for any future yard sales you want to hold, or just know the perfect time to sell what types of items. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any other tips, make sure to write them in the comment section below. Share any of your best practices that you've seen, or which tip you found the most helpful. This is Alexandra from Time Off Request, and we'll see you soon.